Well, I'm back with another video, and we've got a bit to do today. Rather, I don't have a bit to do, and I'm trying to find something to pass the time. It's a rare thing when I have to stop and have nothing to do. So, recently on a live stream, I pulled apart a TV. Inside it had this little thing in here. And I saw the colours on this lead, and I saw what this was, and this little antenna hanging off. And I went, that's probably a USB Wi-Fi module. But the leads don't really sort of suggest that. So I did a bit of digging, and on the net I found this. It turns out it's a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 2.4 gig, 5 gig all-in-one USB module. And it says down here the interface is USB. So looking at the leads here, it's probably designed to be like USB 3, but we have our red, our black, and our white and our green. I'm pretty sure if I hook that up to a standard USB connector, it'll go in USB 2.0 mode. This does make me think that, you know, in a world I might be able to pull this off on one of these TVs and put a USB port on the TV and plug in peripherals. That would be interesting if I could get away with that. Okay, we have our USB connector attached, and we are going to plug it into a USB port on a hub in case we blow a fuse. It doesn't kill anything. Okay, I heard a ding ding and it's connected, and in the hardware manager we have a generic Bluetooth adapters come up. Alright, so I'm sitting here looking at the generic Bluetooth adapter, and I've been through and had a look at the hardware ID. Where are we? To try and copy and find drivers for that. Then my computer popped up a message going, it's installing a Wi-Fi adapter, and I found this here that it's in the middle of installing as well. No drivers installed, of course. But I realized that this has its own separate hardware ID. It does look very similar to the other one though. Alright, so same hardware ID but different devices. So Windows seems to think it finished setting it up. And I found the vendor ID and the device ID in here. It looks to match with what I'm expecting, but no drivers found at the device. Okay, so excuse the noise, I've had to turn the air conditioner on, it's kind of hot. I've decided that I'm going to select manually the drivers for MediaTek, and we're going to try the 630E. This is a 7668, I think, but we're going to try that and see if that sort of stuff might possibly work with it. We'll give it a shot. So while it did come up with that correct name, as you might expect when I gave it that driver, it didn't respond to the request start up. So that driver is not sending the correct commands to it. We'll keep trying. So I had a poke around MediaTek's website, being as that it seems to be that this device is rebranded as a MediaTek most of the time. I found a driver for an MTK version 5, so MTK 5, which is what the serial number is, 2307. And good old Immunet decided that that wasn't a great idea. This is known to be pretty notorious about false positives, so I'll have a think about it. Now, I know this can be falsified, but the details on the file seem to suggest that it's correct, and even the copyright date is commensurate with the website it was downloaded from. So this is installing a whole family of drivers for MediaTek devices. Now, one thing I notice is I no longer see any red flags hanging out of here in my network adapters list. So it wasn't coming up in the device list because I hadn't plugged it in. Now, after a heap of looking around, I found this website that lets me look up the vendor ID, which is definitely MediaTek. Now, what the vendor ID let me do is look it up on MediaTek's website, and it did come up with a couple of little things here, like it is definitely a USB 3 interface, and all the other stuff. However, they're not forthcoming with the drivers. Alright, I'm going to admit defeat on this. There are drivers built into the Linux kernel and everything like that, but I'd have to start really getting into depth to make this work. I did plug an adapter in and plugged it into my Android phone, and it did recognize it and didn't throw any errors. But even with developer options, it took quite a bit to find where the hardware was. Okay, a couple of days have passed and I had time to fish my laptop out of the 6-wheel drive ambulance out there. and I plugged this in, and it's showing up here as a vendor ID under LSUSB as MediaTek Inc. as model 7668. So I fired up the Wi-Fi cracker just to see if I can select a different interface. It does not appear to have anything more than the built-in Wi-Fi module for this. So this is not being detected as a Wi-Fi module. That's okay, I'll look at some drivers later on. I've got a bit of mucking around to do first anyway. But for now, it's an interesting idea. It'll sit on the mothball shelf until I find something else to do with it. Just like about a dozen other programs or projects that you guys have never seen yet. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next one.